You know, sometimes it's not worth it to put. I say majority of the time, it's not worth it to argue with folks or to go back and forth with debates, um, whatever it is in life. You know, like whether it's your significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, a friend that you've known for 20 years or a few months. Um, Oftentimes, I find myself laughing when it comes to debates because, you know, I know my state of mind. Um, I know my intelligence. I know who, like, how I was brought up, and I know who I've become. Um, and I also have a certain knowledge, or at least a certain aspect or a respect for how other people have been brought up. But also, I have an understanding of how people have been brought up, their surroundings, and why people become who they are. So when it comes to debates and arguments and fussing and fighting, I sometimes I just don't fucking care, you know. And you got to realize that it's sometimes it's not worth putting your energy into an argument or debate, because what it does is this. First thing it does is it feeds the other person. Um, it feeds them, um, what they want, and sometimes they want to argue or they want to debate, and it ain't worth it, man. It's not worth it because you know sometimes it can go on for too long, for no reason at all, and you know nobody's gonna get anywhere. Sometimes you'll hear like, we're not getting anywhere with this. We're not getting anywhere with that. We can argue all day long, all night long. It's not worth it. Sometimes you just need to be the bigger man or the better woman. And just walk away sometimes. If it's not a threat to your life or your family, this is just how I think of it. If it's not a threat to your life or your family, um, walk away. It ain't worth it. You know, just don't give a damn. Sometimes it's just worth just stepping to the side, let that person, let their stupidity. Because look, we all have our own ways of thinking. We all have our mentality. We've all been brought up a certain way. If that person is thinking way differently and way left field from how you have been perceived, or how you perceive the world and how you perceive things now as an adult, let them be that. Let them think that way. Let them be who they are. It's not your place to figure things out like that. Um, and it's not your place to even feed them the frustration and the negative vibe and negative words and feelings and expressions. Nah, don't feed people that shit. You know, Step to the side, be the better person, be the bigger person. Like I said, if it's not a threat to you or your loved ones' lives, so be it. It is what it is. Now, when it comes to a threat to your life or your family's life, then it could be a problem. Then you can get, if it has to escalate to swinging, hey, let it be, let it fly. You know, um, but or if there's weapons involved, you know what to do. If you packing, so be it. You know, as long as they make the first move, you have all rights to defend yourself. But when it comes to words, fuck all that, man. Forget all that. It's not worth it. Save that energy for something else. The same energy we put out, arguing with people. And sometimes, sidestepping real quick. Sometimes people lash out. It's a continuous thing on like social media or lashing out, um, through text or whatever. Um, what is that going to do? What exactly is that going to do? That same energy you're putting out on social media towards whoever, um, you could put that same energy into something productive for yourself. That same energy you're putting out on social media, lashing out as to whoever's hurting you or arguing with you or going back and forth, while at the same time you're airing your dirty laundry. and showing how toxic, showing people, showing all your friends how toxic you are, you know, you could put that same energy into something good, into something productive, or just not even putting that out there in the first place. You know, why do people do that? That's one thing that really pops in my head. Why do people air their dirty laundry out on social media? Why do people air their well? Why do people go back and forth? Why do people argue on social media with other people? You know, when you could just directly message that person or individuals that you're talking about. Not all 3, 4, 500, or 1,000 people want to see your business. Who cares? Who the fuck cares? You know, like, or better yet, you know, why not just go face to face and deal with that person face to face? You know, but I forgot, we're in a texting generation. We're in a generation of social media. Social media is more important than face to face interactions. So we must put our feelings and our arguments and our business on social media so everybody can see and judge us, or so everybody can see and maybe think of ways to help us. You know, that ain't the way. Whatever happens to face-to-face interactions. You know, if you're gonna argue with somebody, if you're gonna say something to somebody or behind their back, which social media is considered behind their back because that's not in their face. That's the way I see it. Then that just makes you that doesn't make you the bigger person. You know, stop wasting so much energy arguing with people, whether it's through social media or in their face. You know, um, it's not worth it sometimes, folks. It ain't worth it. Save that energy, put it into something else. You know, save that energy and put it into something. You know, why not uplift people? Why not give credit to people that are actually doing good in your life? Why not give shout outs to people? You know, why not do that? You know, instead of resorting to bashing people continuously or arguing, you know, give credit where credit's due. You know, hey, this is just how I think. I know everybody ain't gonna think like this. People are gonna continue to do the same shit because that's just who they are. You know, but I'm just open to people's minds. You know, in terms of like giving your energy into certain arguments that don't need to give energy to. I just laugh sometimes. I laugh because sometimes it's just funny. I laugh at the stupidity that I hear when it comes to debates. I'm like, you know what? It ain't worth my time, man. I think differently than you do. You know, I think way differently. I was brought up way differently than you. You're a racist bastard. I'm not. I don't see color at all. You know, or you know, um, you see relationships differently than how I do. You know, you're a simp. You know, or you're a hoe or whore. That's just what it is. You know. You know, I walk away. I laugh. You know. Oh, you support that person? Hey, I already know what you're all about. You know. Or you're friends with that person? Hey, birds of a feather flock together. That's the way I see it. It ain't worth my time. It shouldn't be worth your time with half the debates and arguments you go through. You know, especially on social media. That shit's old. Find other ways and just find other ways to put your energy to use instead of other people. I'm telling you, it's worth it.